If you're looking to take your Indian Scout to the next level, this Reckless Batwing Fairing is made to do exactly that. And it's not just about adding style, but this is about function, wind protection, and an incredible audio experience all within your Indian Scout. Now today we're going to dive into the full breakdown of this Indian Scout Batwing Fairing, which is built specifically for the Indian Scout, meaning that it's going to be a perfect fit. There's no modifications, there's no guessing. It's designed to follow the natural lines of your Scout, and once it's installed, it's going to look completely factory. Now I'm Alex with Accessories International, and let's dive right into it. So let's talk about exactly what you're going to get with this fairing setup. Now the fairing is a two-piece hand-laid fiberglass construction, and it's made right here in the United States out of Maryville, Tennessee. Now the fairing is not plastic, it's not a cheap universal fit. This is truly a high-quality fiberglass fairing which is built for durability. It's going to come with a 5-year warranty on the fiberglass construction and a 1-year warranty on the electronics. And the fairing isn't just about looks either, this is really about function. So it's designed for wind protection. This is going to cut down on fatigue on your longer rides, especially when you're going at those highway speeds. Now speaking of wind protection, you're also going to get a windshield, and the windshield is going to be fully customizable. So you can go with a 5-inch windshield, which most riders are going to look over, or a 10-inch windshield, which most riders are going to look through. That also comes in either a clear or a tinted finish, and it's simple, it's effective, and it's really going to be tailored to your preferences. Now let's talk about what everyone is always asking. That's the stereo system. Now the fairing is preloaded with a full stereo system, so you're going to get 4 5.25-inch speakers with the option to add a 400-watt Rockford Fosgate amplifier. Now if you're looking to keep the fairing on a more budget-friendly side, you don't need to add the amp. This is totally optional, but I will tell you it is going to make a real significant difference overall. Now without the amp, you're going to be able to hear the music just fine right around 70 miles an hour, but if you're going to go any faster than that, so if you're consistently going freeway speeds, the amp is going to be a must. If not, your music is just going to get completely drowned out by the wind. Now in terms of the head unit here that's going to come included with your fairing, you have 3 different options to choose from, and that's going to be the Rockford Fosgate PMX 1, 2, or 3. These are all going to be premium options from Rockford Fosgate, which are going to include your Bluetooth, your AM/FM radio, an aux input, USB charging ports, and a 12-volt power outlet so you can keep your phone charged on those longer rides. Now, in front of us here, we do have the PMX3 radio, and I'm going to cover the differences between the 3 options that I just mentioned. The PMX1 to the PMX2, you're going to have an upgraded color screen that's just slightly bigger. And then if you go with the PMX3, that's also going to have the color screen that the PMX2 includes. It's also going to give you the ability to play satellite radio because it has a built-in antenna so you can get connection to the satellite radio. So overall, that stereo system is going to give you great sound, and if you really do feel the need to give yourself even more, the 400-watt amplifier is going to be a great upgrade. And this fairing also includes a 2-piece pre-installed wiring harness. The wiring harness is extremely easy to use and also very durable. It's 2 pieces, so once you have the fairing mounted on your bike, if you ever want to pull the fairing off, you can simply pull the wiring harness out and pull the fairing out. You don't have to mess with the connection that goes to the battery. As for the other end of the wiring harness, it does go straight to the battery, just to your 2 battery terminals, positive and negative, and that's going to be enough to power the fairing on. Once you have the wiring harness hooked up, it's going to go ahead and power the fairing on. We do also include a toggle switch on the fairing, which you can see turns on with a light to indicate that the fairing is receiving power. And when you're leaving the bike unattended and you like to cut power to the fairing to avoid it from draining your bike's battery, you can simply flip the toggle switch and it's going to cut power to the fairing so that you no longer drain your battery. Now we're going to give you a quick demo on the stereo system so you can get an idea of exactly what it's going to sound like. Now one of my favorite details of this fairing is the double rubber seals that run along the edge of these 2 pieces. That's actually going to reduce the wind noise and the vibration, so you're going to get a quieter, more comfortable ride. And to make things even better, the fairing is reinforced with embedded metal threads on the inside of the fiberglass. So what that means, when you're actually bolting in the hardware that's holding the fairing together, you're securing it into reinforced metal that's really going to give you long-term durability. Now another one of the key features is the fairing is going to open up really easy for maintenance. Thanks to the two-piece fiberglass design that we mentioned, you can access your stereo system, your amp, your wiring, all that good stuff on the inside without having to pull things out from the front like you might have to do on a one-piece fiberglass construction fairing. Now you'll also notice this fairing features a vented front, which is designed with a higher scoop than most of the other vented fairings that are offered on the market. This makes the Indian fairing super unique compared to anything else that we have on there, and while that vent is not functional, it is going to give you a bold, aggressive look that's really going to enhance the overall aesthetic of your Indian Scout. On top of that, the hand-laid fiberglass construction is also stronger than plastic, so when you're comparing this to any other plastic fairings you might see, you're just going to get a better overall strength to weight ratio, keeping the weight of this fairing low, right around that 25-pound mark, but still having a real strong and durable construction. The double rubber seals are also going to make sure that the fairing looks clean all the way around. You're not going to get any sharp fiberglass pieces here. It's all done very professionally, and it's going to give you a nice, beautiful look once you actually have this mounted on your bike. Now let's talk about installation. The fairing is going to include the brackets that you need to mount it securely to your Indian Scout, and if you don't already have the Memphis Shades mounting clamps, make sure that you select them when you're going to be ordering this fairing on our website. That's going to give you everything that you need to get this mounted securely onto your motorcycle. Now remember, this is going to be a bolt-on system, so there's no cutting, no drilling. It's just a clean, seamless install, and because it's designed specifically for your Indian Scout, you're going to get a tailored fit. There's no big mess that you have to take care of to make it work. This is just going to fit right out of the box. Now if you want to take things even further, there's some great add-ons available for the fairing as well. The first thing is going to be the windshield trim. Now the windshield trim is going to add a custom look to the front of the fairing, covering up these 3 windshield bolts and just giving you an overall sleeker look. We also offer smartphone holders, which is going to make it easy to mount your phone onto the fairing or onto your handlebars for real seamless navigation and ease of use. And one of my favorites is the handlebar remote control. It's going to allow you to easily change songs or adjust the volume without having to touch the stereo. It's one of my favorite add-ons because you can pull up to a red light even with gloves on, and if you want to have a conversation with the person next to you, instead of having to fight with the stereo and move things around, touch the little buttons on the top, you can do that easily from that Bluetooth remote control just with a couple of touches of a button. So just keep in mind that remote is a Bluetooth handlebar remote control, so it's only going to work to control the music that you're playing directly from your phone through Bluetooth out of the stereo system. If you're playing AM/FM directly on the radio unit, that remote will not control it. Now overall, if you're looking to upgrade your Indian Scout with a fairing that's going to deliver on style, sound, and performance, this Reckless fairing is one of the best to get. This is built in the United States with premium materials and a tailored fit, and it's truly a game changer for your Indian Scout. Now you can find this fairing and customize it online on our website at accessoryinternational.com. If you have any questions, my name is Alex. We've been doing this for over 25 years. You can reach us at 786-242-5400. Thanks again for tuning into our video. Give us a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with all of the latest content coming out for your Indian Scout. Thanks again for tuning in. See you next time.